Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to pull out the most useful insights from your sources, helping you cut through all that noise. If you're feeling that constant pace of modern work, well, this deep dive is definitely for you. You know the feeling, right? The endless pressure, deadlines, just a flood of tasks, and those interruptions that seem to pop up constantly. Make staying productive feel almost impossible sometimes. Like Sam Levenson said, don't watch the clock, do what it does, keep going. Easier said than done, though. So our mission today is to really dig into your sources. We want to unpack some practical, really effective strategies. These are designed for professionals like you working in those fast-paced, high-demand jobs. The aim, help you boost your performance, get some mental clarity, and really manage your time well, even when things get crazy.
Absolutely. And it's crucial to understand this isn't about grinding harder. It's about working smarter. These aren't just theories. They're tools you can actually weave into your daily routine pretty easily. They promote efficiency, focus. The real goal here is to empower you, help you feel in control, keep that motivation up all day, and shift from just reacting to everything to being truly proactive.
Okay, let's dive into that first one then. It sounds, well, deceptively simple, but the sources say it really packs a punch. It's called the 4-minute initial boost for priorities. Basically, you kick off your day by picking just one critical task, something that makes a real difference to your goals. The example your sources gave was drafting the initial outline for a project presentation. Seems manageable.
Yeah.
And the key action, you spend exactly 4 minutes on it. Total concentration. That means 0 distractions. Turn off notifications. Ignore the clutter for just those 4 minutes. Pure focus. You figure out this task the night before, or maybe first thing when you get in. Set a timer. Be strict 4 minutes only. And if you don't finish it, that's okay. You just jot down the very next step so you know exactly where to pick it up later, like a little bookmark.
And what's really fascinating here from a psychological angle is why this works so well. It leverages something called productive inertia. It tackles that initial resistance we all feel, that activation energy. Often the hardest part of any task is just getting started, right?
Totally. Staring at a blank page is the worst.
Oh, exactly. In 4 minutes, it feels like almost nothing. It lowers that barrier so much you barely notice it. But that tiny push, that focused start, it creates momentum. It makes it so much easier to keep going later. It's a clever way to kind of sidestep procrastination. Sets a really positive, confident tone for the whole day, too.
That idea of productive inertia is really interesting. But what about someone who feels completely underwater right from the start? Like, how do you even find the headspace to pick that one critical task? Is there a trick?
That's a really fair question. The sources emphasize doing it the night before, or literally the first thing you do, before emails, before checking the news, none of that. The trick, if you want to call it that, is defining critical. Ask yourself, what's the one thing that, if I just get it started, will make today feel less overwhelming? Often, yeah, it's the task you're dreading most, because just starting it lifts a huge psychological weight. That small win, just 4 minutes in, it's surprisingly powerful.
Okay, I get that. So, moving on. My inbox. Oh boy. It feels like a constant attack sometimes, Every email feels urgent. How do you cope with that constant influx? Your sources have this really interesting, almost counterintuitive idea. The 15-second quick task classification. 15 seconds. How does that help when you're drowning?
Well, it's designed specifically to combat what's called analysis paralysis, that feeling of freezing up because there's just too much coming at you. In these fast-paced jobs, requests just pile up, don't they? Email, messages, people stopping by. So the technique is simple. When something new lands on your plate, take just 15 seconds, no more, to classify it. Your sources suggest 3 buckets, essentially. First, act immediately. This is for stuff that's genuinely urgent and takes less than, say, 2 minutes.
Like a quick reply to a critical email.
Exactly. Quick response, done. Second category, schedule. This is for important things that need more time, like setting up a planning meeting or blocking out time to review a document. You don't do it now, you schedule it.
Okay. And the third?
Delegate or discard. Is this actually your job? Can someone else handle it? Or, honestly, is it even relevant to your priorities right now? If not, get rid of it or pass it on.
Making that snap decision feels a bit risky. What if you misjudge something important or discard something that comes back to bite you?
That's a natural worry, and the sources acknowledge it. The key is practice. Make that mental pause every time something new comes in. Use a tool, your task list, your calendar, to immediately capture anything you decide to schedule. Don't just mentally note it. And here's the smart part they suggest. At the end of the day, take maybe 5 minutes to just review those decisions you made. Not to beat yourself up, but to refine your filters. What worked, what didn't. Pretty soon, that 15-second sort becomes almost automatic, a reflex that really protects your focus from getting hijacked.
Okay, that makes sense. Practice and review. So we've got the focus start, the quick triage.
Right.
What about energy levels? That classic afternoon slump hits, and suddenly focusing feels impossible. Let's talk about the third strategy, the 6-minute midday reset ritual. What's that about? So the idea is, right around the middle of your day, you take just 6 minutes, deliberately disconnect, take a few deep breaths, and then quickly reevaluate your priorities for the rest of the day, like a mini reboot. And the focus isn't just relaxing. It's about picking one task, maybe something that's stalled or needs a small nudge forward, like send that follow-up email to a client or make one quick call to find one single actionable step you can take on it. And if it's possible, actually do it within those 6 minutes. To make it work, the sources say, find a quiet spot if you can, or just put on headphones. Create your own little bubble. Before you even look at your tasks, take 3 slow, deep breaths. Really helps calm the nervous system. And definitely write down that one actionable step. Keeps it front and center.
Yeah, this little break is so vital because it directly fights decision fatigue and just general mental burnout. Our brains, they just aren't built to run at 100% capacity for 8 hours straight. It's unrealistic.
Tell me about it.
Right. So stepping away, even for just 6 minutes, it's not slacking off. You're letting your prefrontal cortex, the decision-making part of your brain, actually reset. This improves your judgment, your clarity, even your creativity for the rest of the afternoon. It's a strategic pause. It helps you maintain your pace and effectiveness, especially in those really high-pressure roles, by giving your brain a targeted break. It pays off hugely later in the day.
Okay, these all sound great in theory. But, building new habits is tough. What's great is your sources didn't just give us the strategies, they also flagged common problems and solutions. So for that 4-minute boost, the big hurdle is resisting the urge to check email or scroll social media first thing, right?
Classic pitfall. The solution offered is pretty direct. Set up a temporary notification blocker on your phone or computer just for those first few minutes. Remove the temptation.
Makes sense. And for the 15-second classification, the challenge is making it feel natural, instinctive, not hesitating too much.
Yeah, that takes a bit of practice. And the solution they suggest is keeping a simple log or record of your decisions for maybe a week. Just note down how you classify things. Like I said before, review it. It helps you see your own patterns and refine those criteria much faster. It becomes second nature quicker than you'd think.
Right, learn by doing. And the last one, the 6-minute reset, the obvious problem, finding 6 uninterrupted minutes, especially in a super busy or open office.
Totally. It can feel impossible sometimes. The sources suggest being proactive. Maybe let your immediate team know you're taking a quick 6-minute reset, like a quick BRB resetting message, or find a dedicated quiet space, a spare meeting room, a stairwell, even just stepping outside for those few minutes. The key is signaling or physically ensuring that tiny window is protected. It's non-negotiable time for your brain.
It's good they provided those practical fixes. And what really makes these strategies feel solid is that they aren't just random tips.
Exactly. They're grounded in well-established time management principles. They didn't just make the stuff up. Think about it. The 4-minute boost. It echoes the core idea of the Pomodoro technique, those short, focused work bursts.
Oh, yeah.
And the 15-second classification. It's very similar to the Eisenhower matrix, right? Sorting tasks quickly by urgency and importance. You see these themes consistently in advice from places like Harvard Business Review or Forbes, especially for high-pressure jobs. Clear priorities, short breaks to maintain focus, rapid decision-making on incoming tasks. These aren't just nice-to-haves, they're fundamental. So these strategies are like micro-habits built on proven science.
Okay, so wrapping this up, we've looked at 3 really practical tools from your sources. That focus start with the 4-minute boost, the agile task sorting with the 15-second triage, and that powerful midday reset with the 6-minute ritual. These are things really any professional can start trying out pretty much immediately. And the payoff isn't just, getting more done. It's also about feeling less stressed, more in control of your day.
Absolutely. And maybe here's a final thought to leave you with. Consider how implementing these small, really intentional actions might do more than just help you check off tasks. How could they fundamentally change your experience of work each day? Moving you from feeling constantly reactive to feeling genuinely proactive and, well, more empowered. What if these tiny shifts lead to a much bigger positive change in how you navigate your entire professional life?
That's a great question to ponder. So we really encourage you, give at least one of these strategies a try. See how it feels. Equip yourself with these tools from your sources and face that fast-paced workday with a bit more confidence and hopefully a lot more effectiveness.